Guys, welcome back to my channel. This week's video, I am not doing the laundry. No, don't worry. I'm basically going to see how many t-shirts I can paint in 4 hours. You may think 4 hours is a lot of time, but in the end I realized it's not. It's actually not that much time. And for those of you who want to be really specific about it, in the end it turned out to be 4 hours and 18 minutes. 18 minutes because I didn't want to show you guys an incomplete t-shirt. I will tell you guys when it was exactly 4 hours. I will tell you. But this thing did end in exactly 4 hours. Step 1 of the process was basically putting a newspaper inside the shirt to avoid any paint getting on the other side. That would have looked messy. And especially if for this shirt, because I wanted to paint on the other side. So that would have made messiness. And then I also wasn't prepared for how much paint fabric would take. It was a lot. I mean, I have painted on fabric before, but I haven't done it in a long time. The last time I painted on fabric was when I threw paint all over my bed sheet. And that doesn't exactly count as painting. So 4 hours is a lot of time. But it's actually, you guys know how before I've said multiple times how I try not to spend more than 30 minutes on a piece. If I go by that standard, then I should have made at least 8 t-shirts within 4 hours. That didn't happen. Spoiler alert, it didn't happen. I was not prepared for how much time, how much patience, and how much paint fabric painting takes. I know I've done it before, but this time I wasn't actually using fabric paints. I was using acrylics, which is... You can't add that much water because then the paint will fade when you wash it. You have to use more paint, but also not too much paint, because if you use too much paint then the thing will get stiff, and I had faced that before, which it does not end well that way. But it was a very delicate balance between watery and gluggy. And I trying to maintain that and creating that same texture over and over again took me quite some time. And the 4 hours that I'm including is only the painting time. It is not the drying time, the planning time, the drawing time. It is only the painting time. So 4 hours and 18 minutes of painting. Just pure painting. And no, I did not do 4 consecutive hours. That would have been crazy. By the time I finished this t-shirt, I was 45 minutes in. 45 minutes out of 4 hours. I am not motivated enough to do the maths, but I don't know. Okay. T-shirt number 2. Yes, we are going with a circle theme. Subconsciously, but yes, we're going with the circle theme. This time it's the yin and yang. I've always been fascinated by this. The way the shapes fit together and like the idea it represents, the balance of life kind of idea. So I decided, let's put it on a shirt. What better way to like something than to put it on a shirt? Okay, no, that's not. Nope. But this took so much white paint. It might seem really white on the camera when I'm done with it, but in real life it was pretty much just gray. I had to go over it with a white Posca pen to get the effect that I wanted. Because I kept adding water to make sure it didn't get hard, but then the water on the black kind of just made it lighter. I had to think a lot about color theory when I was doing the colored shirts, especially the last t-shirt. Also, the 4th t-shirt that I did is my absolute favorite. I suggest you go watch that one. Like, it was so much fun to make, and it was so cute as well in the end. It's definitely hands down my favorite shirt. And by the time we're done with this shirt, we're an hour and 18 minutes in. This shirt didn't take as long as the first one. You can see I'm improving with the time, but still, like... Okay, this shirt I made a stencil for the writing with stickers. It was a bit of a struggle to get the writing properly, and it took me really long to cut out the stencil. I did not include that in the 4 hours, or you guys would have been around for some time. It would have become over 5 hours then. I'm not even kidding. So we're only including the painting time. See, I could try to cut out a stencil like this. And yes, this is the same shirt. I haven't gone to some other shirt. It's the same shirt. I realized for this that the stencil idea was completely useless. Like, in the beginning it was working fine, but then I started adding a lot of water to try and give it a watercolory effect, and then the water kind of it spread over the fabric, and then it went under the stencil that I had made, which ended up making it pointless. So I wasted that much time for nothing. If you haven't guessed already, there's the YouTube, Instagram, and Zoom video. I forgot the name for them. Icons? That's not what they're called, but we'll go with that for now. Because the idea of this shirt was kind of funny. It says my life right now. RN stands for right now, for those of you who don't know. So my life right now is basically time on YouTube, time on Instagram, and time on Zoom in online lessons. That's all life is right now. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who will agree with me. And I spent even more white paint, not even more, but like quite a bit of white paint here, and there was a lot of precision required. I think the Instagram outline went a bit wonky, so I then went over it. It was at this point that I realized that a Posca pen is actually very useful. I'm not 100%. See, I finally realized. I came to my senses. I hope it stays though. The box says it should, but I haven't tested that out yet. Either way, it better. I don't have a choice. By the time we were done with this, we were 2 hours and 3 minutes in. It took long. I don't remember how long, but I know it took long. See, this is my favorite shirt. This one it's an absolute mood. It's like completely, and it took the least time too, and it was the least messy because it's just 2 colors, or 3, but 2 colors, and it's so cute. This is my absolute favorite shirt. There's nothing else I'm going to wear from this day onward. Anyway, if you haven't guessed yet, which if you haven't, then I question who you are, but it's a panda bear just lying down and being lazy. This was so easy to paint. It only took me like half an hour or maybe 40 minutes. It took quite a bit of paint, but hey, way less than the rest, so I'm not complaining. So by the time we're done with this, 2 hours and 53 minutes in, this is the result. I am really happy with this one. Okay, so this last shirt, oh god. It took forever. Literally forever. I spent an hour and 30 minutes. An hour and 30 minutes, maybe even more time on this one shirt. And the color, I had to put so many layers of yellow before I actually got anything, because the orange, I forgot that the orange would, and if I put mixed, it's basically color theory, and the colors, and that whole thing, which I would probably explain in some other video. I literally had to do most of it off camera because even my camera couldn't take the amount of the time. There was like, the storage ran out, the battery ran out, and it was just like, you know what, I'm done with this. So I had to do a lot of it off camera. I mean, this shirt is a mood as well, but it wasn't worth this much effort. It literally took me an hour and a half. Or something around that time. Timestamp, we are 4 hours and 18 minutes in at this point. And we're done. I managed to do only 5 shirts in 4 hours when I should have done 8, but like, there was nothing I could do. Here's all the shirts together. If you want full pictures of these together, they'll be on my Instagram. The link is in the description below. But like, how did I do this? I spent so long doing this. I have not painted for this with this much dedication in a long time. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You better enjoy this video.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.